Hi all, it's me, Fuzz Piney.
Look at the front where it says Ames real big.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel here. Got another train video from Erie, Pennsylvania at Pittsburgh St, one of my favorite spots to go to up there. As you know, with me moving to New Jersey, or if you don't know, I have moved to Jersey. I haven't made an official announcement yet, but I have. And, well, I've had a backlog of train videos for a little bit, including this one and a handful of others. But anyway, I go back to July during Discover Presque Isle Week. In this video, I was joined with my good friend Chris Stanton, who makes the channel Stanton's Crossings and Stanton's Journeys. He's family to me. He's one of my best friends and a real close brother to me anyway. But he was able to join me for this evening, and we would catch quite a lot of action there on the CSX West Erie sub and the Norfolk Southern Lake Erie division. But, well, I would anyway, because, you know, it's random on what you get with NS up there, unlike CSX. You get CSX all the time. It's the opposite down in the Pittsburgh area where I'm from, where you get mostly Norfolk Southern action all the time. But anyway, we had a fun night, and we caught a lot of action on the high iron. We start off with an eastbound ethanol train, which was led solely by Union Pacific run-through power. If you know anything about the Class 1 railroads, a lot of times, if they're able to, instead of throwing a locomotive on there from the appropriate railroad company, they'll use foreign power as run-through power. It's just easier that way. Usually if Class 1 railroads owe hours to the other companies, they do this, or they lease them or whatnot. But anyway, yeah, it was cool to see Union Pacific leading an ethanol train, and it was on the CSX line. It wasn't on Norfolk Southern. If you know anything about that, the STB has to approve this supposed merger between UP and NS, so we'll see what happens with that. But it was cool to catch Union Pacific power blitzing by with a tanker train, and catch some foreign power up there in Erie. And stay tuned, because the next few train videos, you're going to see a lot of it. But anyway, after that, we would have a solo CSX leader on a westbound manifest. It would start off with a bunch of empty continuous rail cars with some track equipment on the very last one before it would get into the manifest part of the train. It would also have some fallen flags on it, like Wisconsin Central and Missouri Pacific covered hoppers. It was the first time I'd ever seen Missouri Pacific fallen flags on anything. Even when I was in Texas and I was in Union Pacific territory, you know, Union Pacific absorbed Missouri Pacific and just never saw it. But take it to Erie to have something special like that come through. So, and it was a really well done car. It wasn't old, or I mean, it was old, but it wasn't all beat up. It was in pretty good shape considering. So anyway, after we would catch that train, we would catch another train with a solo CSX leader. It was on a westbound BNSF covered hopper train. Now, this was one of those situations where I think they couldn't get the BNSF power, so they just slapped a CSX engine on it, and when they get to a certain point, BNSF takes over. So, but it was cool to catch up with the solo leader on it, much like the train before it. After that, we would catch the Amtrak 49 Lakeshore Limited, which is the nightly passenger train from New York City to Chicago, Illinois. Nothing special on it, but anytime I can catch Amtrak, it's fun because they just blitz through Erie. As a matter of fact, one of the last times I caught them, I clocked them at 78 miles per hour going through Pittsburgh St. Definitely don't want to be on the tracks when that comes through. After that, we would wrap up this video with a westbound CSX auto rack train, and it would have an SD70 Mac on it. So nothing really special, but if you like those SD70 Macs, CSX loves them too. They have the flat ones and they have the flared ones too, so just got to pay attention to it. But yeah, they get a lot of them anymore, especially up in Erie. So with that said, let's go trackside and enjoy some action on the high iron and check out all the cool stuff on these trains. Enjoy. Gates will go down any second. Right about now. Yeah, he's moving slow. Where do you see how fast this goes by?
Equipment defect detected. Track on.
All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you did enjoy it, hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe. If you're not a subscriber to Chris's channels, check them out. He has 2 channels, one being Stanton's Crossings and the other one Stanton's Journeys. He's a great friend of mine, and I'll tell you what, I'm only 5 hours away from Pittsburgh, and I know he's 2 hours away from Pittsburgh, so we have to find a happy medium somewhere in the middle where we can meet. Maybe Horseshoe Curve, Altoona area, or Gallitzin. I don't know, unless Chris wants to come out here until I can get back out there in Berea. But anyway, just being silly. If you would like to check out his channels, go ahead and do so. I have them linked in the video description. And until we can meet again, everyone, take care and stay awesome. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.